Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 10 of the Down the Local show. And particular excitement today because we've got a serious goal fest coming up. So I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. It's got nothing to do with the alcohol that I've already consumed. So hello and welcome to the show. Neil, how we doing, man? You good? Back for another show?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yourself?
Oh, always good, mate.
You look like you've made a special effort today. Special effort today.
It's a big show.
On there, you've got a bit of a collar going on and everything, yeah?
Yeah, that's a big show, mate. It's
Half expected a little dicky bow to make an appearance.
No, I don't own one.
Oh, well,
I'm a dick.
wrap a tea towel up, mate. Ring it, and then, yeah.
Maybe I can make one. I've got some brown tape.
Could just cut one out of some card, bit of elastic, or just tape it onto yourself. It's fine.
I might do that. Remind me later in the show when we've done our vote. Then I'll use the leftover tickets. I'll make myself a little dicky bow. So, hello everyone in the chat. It looks like everyone's having fun with the frog, hanging out with the frog. Seems a bit of a rude bastard
I love
today.
the frog.
Yeah, cheeky bastard.
He's not cool, is he? Yeah. Hopefully you don't put people off.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what it is with that frog. I'm gonna have to sit down and have words. I mean, he is obviously the Jamie Carragher of the show, but you can ask him questions. Don't expect the response that you want. So, just putting it out there. But is everyone good? Is everyone happy? It's been a super warm day today where we are. I've been sweating my nadgers off all day. Is everyone loving the summer vibe? Neil, have you been loving it?
Well, stuck in an office, yeah, buzzing, mate. To be fair, it's not too bad in here because I get the sunshine in the afternoon, but then during the day the sun doesn't come around to the window, so it's actually quite cool in the room, which is nice.
Yeah,
for working. But yeah, pop out every so often, catch a little bit of sun, go back in again. It's been nice.
I know George was living the dream yesterday. I have to point out George because George he was sat in the garden drinking a pint, living the dream until he decided to piss on my chips and ruin my day. So, and to be fair, George, you got what's coming to you, man. That frog bit you in the arse, so you got what you deserved.
Well, you might get it as well, though.
Yeah, I know it's going to come back to bite me. So, George, feel free to inform everyone about the pact that I've signed myself into. I can't bring myself to utter the words out of my own mouth anymore. So, yeah, feel free. So Neil, it's a big show.
Yes.
Big show tonight.
Big
show.
It's a massive show.
Would you be kind enough to explain how it's going to play out and how this is going to roll for the next hour and a half?
It's going to roll very much like this. We have got the first round of the greatest goals in the Premier League era. Obviously, 32 goals. So we've got 16 head-to-heads. We will be doing 4 per episode. So the next 2 weeks, we will go through this round. We will then have the quarterfinals, which will be done over a week. And then we will have a finals day, which will include the semis and the final. And, because there's 4, we may be able to squeeze in a third place playoff as well. Depends on how much we're loving the goals and how much we want to see them again. We will also be having a little discussion around the ability versus attitude debate. Having seen Cheeky Bagheera saying today or in an interview recently that ability gets you into the dressing room, attitude keeps you there. I disagree to an extent, and I know Sean disagrees to an extent as well. So we'll be sort of talking around why we don't think that's necessarily always the case.
Yep.
We also, from a number of shows ago, had our Fantasy Champions League draw. We went through our quarterfinals and we've then emulated run them through an emulator. So we have got the results for our Champions League semi-final. So we will go through that as well today. We're going to try and work out if we can get the goals that would be scored in the final saved and posted on here, so that when we do our finals day for the goal, the greatest goal, we will also have the goals and highlights from our emulated game, the Champions League final.
And then we can organise getting the trophy sent to the winner.
Exactly. It is a packed show.
A packed show. A seriously packed show. Welcome, Nathan. Welcome to the show. And then we're going to be rounding off with the vote. So the vote is the biggest part of tonight's show. Everybody who's already in the chat, please stick around for the vote, because it's up to you guys to decide on who wins, or who will be the eventual winner of the DTL-FC ultimate goal of the Premier League era. Now, I know that there's quite a few, or in fact, there's at least 2 off the top of my head, which have been voted by you guys in the show last Thursday. So it's certainly worth sticking around for. But Neil, getting the YouTube clips up earlier, we've got some bangers in store tonight. There's some serious goals. I meant to put the rating on for this show was, not suitable for kids because it's X-rated tonight.
It is. It is. I think, to be fair, the next 6 shows with all of these goals is going to be X-rated, man. I don't. You look through those goals, and there's some that even the ones you look at, and you think, is it? It's not that great. It's not that great in comparative terms to the other ones. It's still a banger.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's the thing.
To give you an idea,
there's nothing less than a 9 out of 10, is there?
No, there's nothing less. So, looking through all the goals while I was getting the YouTube videos up, there's one that scored from beyond the halfway line, and that's probably the least impressive goal out of all of them tonight. That's looking at that, I was like, holy crap, we've got some serious goals coming our way. So please stick around for the vote. Make sure that your goal wins. So just to go over how this is going to work for those that wasn't here for Monday's show, is we'll be showing you 4 face-offs, 8 goals in total. We will be pitting goals against each other, and you have to vote for the one which is your favourite. We'll be asking you during the goal clips, and we're going to give you roughly 5 minutes to pick which one you think is the better one. After those 5 minutes, we'll tally up those votes, and that goal, the one that has the most votes, will go through into the next round. So if one is particular favourite, if you have a particular favourite over the whole competition that you saw on Monday, make sure you vote for it. Make sure it goes through to the next round.
I think also we're going to have what I was going to say has gone out the window completely.
How much
carry on, son? It's been a long day.
Has that frog rattled you as well then? Has the frog pissed you off? Everyone getting pissed off?
I'm not even looking at him. I'm not even looking at him.
I know. I'm glad Claire's not here.
I played Vet Superhero this morning already. I'm good.
Like it. So you brought up this subject, which I think we best get off with a bit of a debate and get some controversy out here early. So you were saying about Tichy Bergerstein, explaining about ability is not as important as attitude. Ability gets you into the dressing room, and attitude keeps you in there, I think was the phrase. Did you say?
Yes. Yeah, and I see his point, but I wanted to get your opinion on it. I know you're not 100% convinced by it, but why?
No, I mean, I don't understand how. I mean, on what premise? I mean, we're talking about, did he in any way relate to an individual player out of interest?
No, it was a general conversation around transfer targets and things like that, and who they would look at, and how they got a lot more of a buy a almost ready product as opposed to buy someone they can mould and build and that sort of thing. But there wasn't anyone specifically named, so I think it was almost a case of they were looking and saying, well, okay, we bought Aymeric Laporte, who was is a quality defender, was fantastic in Spain, had to adapt to the Premier League, but that's all he had to do. So that purchase got him into the dressing room. His attitude and the way he adapted to the Premier League kept him there.
But surely you wouldn't sign a player if you didn't have that attitude. Why would you? I mean, why would you sign a player that you think, oh yeah, he's got all the attributes, but I don't think he's really going to work that hard. He's good enough to be in the team, but is he going to work hard to keep his place? It's tosh.
But this then comes up into an interesting situation, because Ravel Morrison hasn't dropped out of football, hasn't dropped down the leagues. He was at Man United, he got released.
Yeah.
He was at Palace, I think, for a little while. He was at Lazio, took him on. He's now at Sheffield United, and Sheffield United let him go out on loan purely because they couldn't fit him into the team as it stands.
Yeah.
He was at QPR on stupid amounts of money. He was a proper coup for QPR at the time.
Yeah, big coup.
He was meant to be their replacement for Taarabt, I think, at the time.
Yeah,
But
Taarabt,
it's someone with
another
loads
one
of
that,
ability.
Yeah, incredible ability, but just the wrong attitude. But are you telling me that
But
QPR,
still gets those moves.
if they had a player that didn't have as much ability as him, but had a better attitude, that they would have got promoted into the Premier League? That's tosh. That had never happened.
No, exactly.
Never happened. And George just made a good point about my good friend Cocknose. He's got the worst attitude you could ever imagine, the most arrogant prick you've ever met, and somewhat is needed, to be fair, to be a striker, to be a top-level striker, to have walked into the biggest dressing rooms in the world with that arrogance. It takes some doing.
Yeah.
You've got to give the man that. But he somewhat quantifies the point, because he hasn't got the technique, he's not got the ability, but he did have the attitude. Zlatan don't have it.
You're saying Ibrahimovic. You're saying Ibrahimovic has no.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have
ability.
any technique. No, I'm not going that far. But there is players that are far superior, technique-wise, that have not got nowhere near the amount of recognition as that man's got. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. No, nowhere near.
Okay, no.
Olivier Giroud is a better technical footballer. Yeah, he doesn't have the attitude. He hasn't got that arrogance.
No,
He doesn't have that.
I disagree.
He can't run his mouth the way that Ibrahimovic does. Giroud is technically a better footballer.
Ibrahimovic backs it up. Oh,
What,
no,
in the
disagree.
MLS?
Disagree completely.
In the French league? Come on,
He
Neil.
backed it up in the Premier League. Backed it up in the French.
Did he?
Backed it up in England. He scored 20 goals for Man United in a season.
Yeah, but when you just stand up front and
For
you're a
an
big lanky
average
lad
Man
like he is,
United team.
you still had Rooney there. You still had one of the best managers in
And
Europe
he scored
there.
more than Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney was playing deeper.
Who was there at the time?
Mourinho.
It was Mourinho. Okay. One of the best managers in Europe. I think by the time he got to Man United, that was a living hope that he was one of the best managers in Europe. He was.
Still is.
He's.
To this day, he is.
I disagree.
You talk about records. You talk about CVs and all that malarkey. That man's got one of the best CVs in European football.
Oh, he has. Yes.
As a manager.
But Zlatan done it in Italy. Scored consistently in Italy. He had one season at Barcelona, and it didn't fit what they wanted, but he still scored over 20 goals. Admittedly, for Barcelona, if you're a half-decent striker, you should do. But he scored goals consistently wherever he's been. His attitude is an arrogance. He crosses that border to pure arrogance.
Yeah.
But he does have that. I think he's got that technical ability. He's got the drive and the technical ability. Although we had a guy play for us who went to school with him. He was a year below him at school.
All right.
And said that Zlatan wasn't the best player in their school.
No.
But he had much more drive to succeed.
Yeah.
Than the other kids. And that's what brought him through at Malmo. And that's what got him the move to Ajax. And he progressed. As a footballer, you don't still play top level football at the age of 38 unless you've got that desire and something about you.
So surely that confirms Tichy's point that, you got to have some form of ability, but your attitude is what makes you. I mean, you can talk about players at our level. I mean, there's a few players me and you have played with that, they wouldn't be in the team because of their attitude. They're there because of what they can do. I mean, I can think of certainly one or two people that I've played with since moving into Norwich who, I'd question their attitudes, but on their day they can win games single-handedly. You could take 2 or 3 players off and leave them on the pitch on their own, and you still win the game.
Yeah, I think the attitude side of things, I think there are certain players who, it depends on how you're then perceiving the attitude. Are we looking at attitude as that desire to succeed, or are we looking at attitude as a potential disruptive figure?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Because obviously Ravel Morrison was a disruptive figure. and he's bounced around club after club after club after being told that he was the best player at the academy, better than Pogba, better than the other players who were in and around him at the time, Lingard and those guys.
Yeah.
The best player at Man United's academy, and the one who is just bummed out. But so many people take a chance on him because the ability's there. Everybody knows the attitude is poor.
Yeah.
Every manager has got the faith in himself that they can turn that attitude around and, you know, get him seeing the light and bring him out of his shell. And the guy's now 26, 27.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. The ability's going to be waning.
Crazy.
Exactly. Well, the ability's waning because he's not playing on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
You can't maintain the ability to play if you're not consistently playing.
Yeah. So as you say, you know, sometimes the attitude, you have to have the attitude to allow the technique to improve by giving yourself game time.
Exactly. You know, and this is one of the things I was thinking. You can look at a player and you can look at an average player, but they've got the right attitude, and you can see that they could grow and they could be molded to be a benefit to your team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily be the best player, but be a massive benefit.
Yeah.
You can also then look at people like Morrison, like others. There are, I'm highlighting him, but there are others.
Yeah, Niall Ranger's one that George has pointed out, and that's quite a good shout.
Niall Ranger was a prime example. Yeah. His career went downhill because he'd done some stupid things off the field, and then he thought, and because he was doing so well at Newcastle, when Newcastle said we can't take a risk with you anymore, he went to a lower league club and said, well, I'm the best thing here.
Yeah.
And his attitude went downhill rapidly then. But he's another prime example. But you've got these players, people like Jamie Vardy, N'Golo Kante. They came from really low-level clubs into the Premier League. Their ability wasn't what got them there necessarily, because you could see they've got ability, but it's at a significantly lower level.
Yeah, it's funny.
They're taking a gamble.
Tim Cahill and Leon Osman, similar sort of things, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. These guys have built their career based on having an all right ability, but a fantastic attitude where they've consistently improved themselves. And N'Golo Kante was struggling to get a game in the 8th division in France at one point.
Yeah.
And now he's deemed as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world.
Yeah. He's in the
Mahrez
conversation every day, isn't he? Yeah. Easy.
Yeah. Even Mahrez. I mean, I know you're not a massive fan of his, but he was struggling to get a game for Le Havre in the 2nd division in France.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think he went to Leicester for like £400,000. That was less than Liverpool paid for Latalik years ago from the same club.
Yeah.
So Le Havre obviously didn't have a massive loving for him.
Obviously not.
But there's a bit there where, is that a case of he didn't have the right aptitude towards it, but had the level of ability, and then actually getting that big move focused him in a little bit?
Yeah, it made him change the attitude.
But but I think from a Man City point of view, it's almost a cop out. He's saying that to justify buying those big players.
I think it's just a Man City thing, mate.
That's almost how it felt a little bit. Yeah, but that's kind of how it felt, and it was. I don't know what the context of the rest of the conversation was, whether there was any element of Phil Foden, people like that in there, and them saying, "Well, we buy this, the ability gets you in, but attitude keeps you there."
Yeah.
But there's so many players in the Premier League, in the Championship, Sunday League, Saturday League, where these people have gone from nothing. Andy Robertson, Harry Maguire. I mean, George is just listing them.
Yeah.
But there's all of these people that have been average. Someone has given them an opportunity, and they've taken it with both hands, worked out what they need to do, and progressed themselves.
Yeah.
That ability isn't necessarily always, to an extent, there has to be some degree of ability.
Yeah, you don't become a professional footballer if you haven't got ability.
If you don't have any, no, exactly. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you can run 100 meters in 10 seconds and you can run for 14, 15, 16 kilometres over a course of a game, but you can't kick a ball. No one's going to give you, that desire to train and learn isn't going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is that element of it. It's almost like, someone like Messi, I think, is starting to run the risk a little bit of the attitude side of things, because
I'd always question it.
He's taking a very destructive stance within Barcelona.
Oh, big time. Big time. But I mean, he's the one player that
If
no one ever
anything
questions
happens
his
that
attitude.
he doesn't like.
No one ever questions his.
No. Because they don't want to see the worst in that sort of player.
Yeah, but I mean, this goes back.
Very, very...
You could talk about loads of players like this, and this is what frustrates me with that whole thing. Is, with Messi, everyone talks about what a fantastic player he is, and he has got a great attitude. You never see him complaining, you never see him whinging on the football pitch. He plays with a smile on his face. I totally disagree. I don't think so at all. He's just the same as Cristiano Ronaldo. When they talk about Cristiano Ronaldo throwing strops and everything, Lionel Messi does the exact same thing. They're competitive animals. They want to be the best. They hate losing. Absolutely hate losing. But the thing that that frustrated me the most about Messi's attitude was when he made a racist remark to Royston Drenthe. And this was around about the same time as the Luis Suarez, where he made the same remark to Patrice Evra, and the whole thing got swept under the carpet. No one ever mentioned it. It never got made in the big thing in the newspapers. So straight away I question that man's attitude off the pitch. If he's willing to make remarks like that on a football pitch, you got to think that man's, he's a bit of a gobshite. But no one questions it.
But is that an attitude thing within Spain itself?
Yeah.
There's so much more on the racism within the UK, and so much more of a focus on it from general life, but from a football point of view, definitely. That in Spain, he said that, and it's swept under the carpet because people don't take the same kind of opinion. I mean, you watch teams, you hear about Paul Ince when he signed for Inter Milan, and he had racist insults from his own fans.
Yeah, madness.
Just madness. It makes no sense. But that could just almost be a bit of a cultural thing.
Yeah, it still doesn't. I think it is. There's South American players. I think it was taken out of context, but still, you still can't make racist remarks and not, given the reflections. I don't know. Just you got to question someone's attitude if they're going to make those sort of comments. Is all I'm saying. But people are born with that.
But I mean, and you then kind of look at the setup in Italy, and you hear about all the racism in Italy. And nothing really ever gets done about that. A lot of that is brushed under the carpet because it's not deemed. They don't see it as much of an issue.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting messages from people that are commenting on my smile. Thanks, guys. I've got a lovely smile.
Oh, you got a lovely smile.
Oh, shucks.
Who's commented?
Keep getting WhatsApp messages. Stop it. You're putting me off my gig. Fuck. Bastards. But yeah, I mean, up the Vikings. But I mean, to me, that whole comment, that whole thing is just it's such a buzzword. It's everything that Manchester City are trying to do, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's sporting director for a reason. They're trying to put this whole, don't know, like I say, buzzwords and and we want to be the biggest club in the UK and all that shit. I just don't buy it, mate. Just don't buy it. I don't buy the man. He's come from Barcelona. He's just full of himself. So, but I mean, to go to the point, I do agree. I think attitude has a big part to play in football. I think it's hugely underestimated, massively. Yep. I don't think I would have got anywhere near some of the teams I've played in if I didn't have the right attitude. And it's fair to say I haven't quite got the technique. So my attitude's got me a lot further than what my footballing ability has. But at Premier League level, La Liga level, Bundesliga, Serie A, maybe Liga, they both go hand in hand. I just don't think you could be a professional footballer now with a poor attitude. So that's got nothing to do with it. as I say, that comment there just says to me that, you know, don't know. I just don't get it.
No, I think yeah.
And as you say, you know,
Yeah.
is Sergio
I don't
Aguero
think-
there because he's a nice guy? No, he's not. It's because he's a phenomenal footballer, mate. It's got nothing to do with his attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to do with it.
No, exactly. They wouldn't. Man City, if they had a player who was, if Kevin De Bruyne, as you say, Aguero, those sorts of players, if they didn't have the right attitude, but they were winning games for Man City, would Man City bin them off? Probably not.
Nah, never in a million years. Never in a million years.
No.
Nah, not gonna happen, mate. Not gonna happen. Yeah. I mean, you've got to just use common sense in those sort of situations, and I just don't believe that you can be as crass as to say, you know, your technique gets you into a dressing room and your attitude, you know, keeps you there. I just, you know, because I mean, look at Yaya Toure.
No.
Didn't bin him off straight away when he didn't get his birthday cake, did they?
No. They didn't. He sat on the bench for a year, didn't he?
Still didn't get his cake though.
Didn't get his cake. No.
Bit harsh.
Wonder if he went and bought his own. Wonder what his cake of choice was.
What do you reckon his sort of cake of choices?
I don't know.
I say fruit cake because he is one.
I'm a big fan of like a coffee cake.
Ooh.
I'd like to think, you know, he'd have a little bit of a buzz going on and he'd like a bit of coffee cake going on.
Yeah. Definitely not cheesecake. Cheese and cake. What's that about?
I love a cheesecake, but not for a birthday.
No, not for a birthday. No, it's got to be
No,
chocolate cake.
cheesecake's
Chocolate cake all day long, man. Loads of icing.
Cheesecake is an everyday cake, not a birthday
Yeah,
cake.
exactly. Yeah, too right. Okay, moving on. Back on the football. Back off the cake. Well, we've got to make sure we talk about cake tomorrow night on Leon's stream. So, that man's got a sweet tooth. It's usually biscuits we talk about.
Oh, I can imagine.
Coffee cake, get a grip.
Yes, I've seen.
Slow down, Granty baby. Slow down, son. Did you find that frog thing yet, Grant? Us all talking about the frog, and Grant wasn't quite sure what we was on about. If you was here for the start, you would have
Coffee
known.
cake is the way. Yeah, and I'm disappointed. I don't care whether Grant likes coffee cake or not. It's my favourite, man.
When you get older, Grant,
If he doesn't
you'll
like it,
realise
all
the
the more-
joys of coffee, mate.
Yeah. You'll grow into it.
Yeah, it does.
And equally, if you don't like coffee cake, mate, all the more for me.
Yeah. Spread the bread, pass on the cake. Good lad.
Exactly. Share the loaf.
Caterpillar cake for birthdays. Amen to that, brother. Someone brought me a Weasel gave me a caterpillar cake when I broke my leg. Bless him. He brought me one while I was
Did
at
he?
my mum's. Yeah. Weasel brought one round 2 weeks into lying there on my mum's sofa. Good lad brought me a caterpillar cake. Bless him.
Sweet.
What a boy. Got to be a
Good lad.
Battenberg. Oh, Grant, come on, man. Come on, lad.
I love a Battenberg, but again, that's an everyday cake. You don't have that for your birthday. If someone gets you a Battenberg for your birthday, they are cheaping out.
iPooey. That's a great username. Don't ignore the username there, iPooey. What a boy. Ignore the username. Good content and points on Messi. He's cut from the chat. I'm glad you made you blush. Ah, Jack, stop it. Thanks for the points on Messi. I'm glad that someone else has opened their eyes and they're not all just licking his arsehole. It's goods and bads and everyone.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's up to the media who they
There is.
prefer over others. So, quickly, moving on. Neil, the Down the
Yes.
Local football chat Fantasy Champions League. We have our semi-final results.
Let
You
me
have
shuffle
very
my
kindly
papers.
run your emulator for us through Pro Evolution Soccer to see who would be our finalists. Now, could you talk us a bit through the games as well? I know you have some scorelines. The scorelines aren't the most exciting on paper, but I'd imagine if we was watching them live, A, they would be exciting because we're stuck in freaking lockdown, and B, there'd be full
Just stop football,
attention.
yeah.
Full attention by the sounds of it.
But equally, there are also scorelines that you could almost see happening.
Yeah.
So just to
obviously
give
you didn't give me the games. You just gave me the
every-
scorelines, so you kept me hanging, man.
I did. I know. I wanted it to be a treat for you. You don't get many treats in lockdown.
You're right.
I wanted to keep you happy. I'm just trying to dig back through and find where I was, my notepad, so I know what we had going on in the first place. But do you know what? I can't remember where it is, so it don't
Fucked
matter.
it. I built you up, man. I gave you the good
No.
segue, and now you've just
Oh no,
gone.
no! I've got the semis. I was looking for the quarters.
Okay, sorry.
We had because
I
we
always
had the
struggle to find a
conversation
semi.
for the quarterfinals, didn't we? Yeah, all or nothing. I I was trying to look for the quarterfinals, so we had the conversation around the quarterfinals, and we had the discussion around who we thought would progress. We then got ourselves to the semi-finals. So our 4 semi-finalists for the Champions League were Man City, Atletico Madrid, FC Bayern Munich, and Barcelona. And they were drawn for Man City versus Madrid and Bayern versus Barca.
Some really good games there.
So,
Some really, really tough games as well. I mean, when we see the score lines, it is no surprise. Let's be honest.
No, exactly. So obviously I was running this emulator whilst working, so I was keeping a brief glance on it, and I had the commentary on so I could hear what was going on as well.
Excellent.
So first leg of the Man City versus Atletico Madrid game. Atletico get a 1-0 away win.
Really?
A goal,
Wow.
yes, a goal
Holy
in
shit.
the 35th minute, a Morata penalty.
Wow.
After
That's like the first leg of the Liverpool game then. Early-ish goal,
Yep.
and shit.
Yeah. João Cancelo gave the penalty away,
No surprise there.
bringing down Thomas Lemar, who was going away from goal, and according to the commentary, took a dive.
Really? No.
Yeah.
No.
So
That can't... Hang on. Atletico Madrid player diving? No. No. It has to be
running
fantasy.
away from goal, going
Welcome back,
nowhere.
George.
So, 1-0. Man City had 65% of the possession
Really?
and lost the game 1-0. Yes.
There's literally a
Second
carbon
game.
copy of the first leg against Liverpool. Atletico.
Yep. So, first leg of the Bayern versus Barca. Again, a tight game. Finished 1-1 in Munich. Philippe Coutinho gave Munich the lead after 16 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
A cutback from Serge Gnabry to the edge of the area. Coutinho sidestepped one of the Barca defenders.
Wow.
Drilled it in the bottom corner past. Drilled it in the bottom corner past to Stegen.
Would he be allowed to play in that
16th
game
minute.
though? You get cup tied.
No,
In
I
Champions
didn't
League.
think so.
I wouldn't thought
I
you
didn't
did.
think he
Don't
played
think
in
you
the
do,
Champions League.
For Barca.
No.
He's on loan, isn't he, from Barca?
Yeah, but I didn't think he was.
They'd have been kept they'd have brought that into the game. Surely they wouldn't let him played, even if it's an emulator.
No.
Either way, it's
Yeah.
great drama. This is better
It
than
is,
the real
yeah.
Champions League.
I'll tell you what, if Bayern go through, they could be kicked out for an illegible player.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, there we go. We've got that as well.
Ask the frog.
So, 54th minute, Luis Suarez scores
Wow. Okay.
a far post header from a Messi cross.
Of course.
The game finishes 1-1. It was fairly even across. I think it was 51% Barcelona possession. Shots were pretty much even. Shots on target. I know right at the end. No, sorry, not of this game. It was right at the end of the following game. There was some drama. Second leg in Madrid, Atletico versus Man City. 19th minute, Kevin De Bruyne scores a screamer.
He only scores screamers, that man.
From about... Yeah, exactly. Even his tap-ins are screamers.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Tap in from 30 yards.
It's about 25 yards out. It's an assist from Zinchenko, who, God knows why he's in the position he is, but the ball goes down the wing. Sterling cuts it back, and Zinchenko's kind of on, not on the edge of the D, but on one side of the D on the penalty area.
Like underlapping.
And as it comes to him, he kind of stabs it wide and backwards, and De Bruyne runs onto it, hits it first time, gets the goal, 19th minute to put the game all square. 78th minute, Diego Costa scores with a João Felix assist.
Okay.
Close range finish. I think João Felix had a shot. Keeper made the save. It came back to Felix, who then squared it, and Costa rolled it in from about 6 yards out. Yep. Atletico then get a penalty in the 83rd minute. And João Costa misses. What?
João Felix.
Correction, Ederson saves. João Felix, sorry. Yeah, João Felix misses. Ederson saves. In the 83rd minute, on a breakaway, Aguero runs from in his own half. Sterling overlaps him. He rolls him in. 87th minute, Sterling rolls it past Jan Oblak.
No, make
Man
it 2-1.
City win the game 2-1 and go through on away goals.
No. Damn. Loving that. I mean, that's full on. That is Champions League drama. Penalty saved. Ball goes up the other end. City score to go through to their first ever Champions League final. Incredible.
Yep.
Incredible. You heard
Second
it here, guys.
leg of the Barca-Bayern game is a painful 0-0.
Ouch. Nerve shredding.
In Barca, but it's a game. Again, Barca dominate the possession. Well, I say dominate. They have more possession. I think it was 55%.
Right.
But Bayern Munich had significantly more shots in the in the 90th minute and then the 92nd minute. Ter Stegen makes two ridiculous saves.
Really?
Both from Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes through 1-on-1 and Ter Stegen saves it with his legs, goes out for a corner. Corner comes in, goes back out wide as it's crossed in. Lewandowski gets a header. Ter Stegen turns it over the bar. The second corner comes to nothing. Ref blows up. Barca throw on away goals.
Wow. That's a proper nerve shredder, that game. That sounds like a nerve shredder. I mean, and fair play, to have those two late chances and keep out a strong Bayern side. I mean, Bayern side is very strong at the minute, well oiled. Yeah, fair play. It's no surprise. So we have a Barca Man City final.
We have a Barca Man City final, which will be done, and we will endeavour to get the highlights pulled together so that we can then get that on finals day.
Yeah, that'd be I don't know if I want to see it or not, but I mean that's I mean Pep Guardiola faced off against his old team in the Pep Derby. Great shout. George beat me to it. Yeah, that'd be cool bugger. Oh mate, I wouldn't be watching that final. I would watch paint dry. In fact, I'd rather be going picking out Ibrahimovic shirt.
There's no player crossovers, though, is there? It's just Pep.
Yeah. I don't think any players have gone. He didn't sign anyone from Barca, did he? Claudio Bravo?
I remember. Not that. Yeah, he's not going to play, is he?
No. I know. We established on Monday I'd get a game ahead of him, so.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure of them, incredibly.
But yeah, that's our semi-finals, how Fantastic. They played out, and gives us our finalists.
So how do you reckon that's... what's your early call on the final after seeing that? Who do you think's the favourite going into the final, in your opinion?
Even though Man City lost their first game, at no point did they look under any kind of pressure from Atletico. Whereas Bayern and Barca just cancelled each other out. It's kind of hard. It's a hard one to gauge. How do you do the simulator? So what you do is you play the game and you just put it into manager mode.
Okay, you just roll it and yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Cool. Quick shout out to Scott, who's been having trouble getting onto Twitch. I've just seen him pop up on Facebook, so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. Glad you was able to
Cool.
finally watch, homie. After sitting there constantly downloading and deleting the Twitch app. So welcome to the show. Welcome. Glad you're on here. Okay. Any other like analysis? I think it'd be good if we done like a proper show where we could sit down and watch some of the goals and do a full analysis before the show, talk over some lineups, things like that. As I could start doing the Gary Neville impressions and things like that.
I mean, they got no history. I don't know what to do in a Champions League final.
Oh dear.
You'd love
Poor
it.
Gary.
You'd love it. He's a good lad. Britain's favourite football pundit. And a fine right back.
Yes, he is, but unfortunately, he's not got competition, really, has he?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's another debate for another day, I think. I think we could give him some competition. I mean, he doesn't talk about masturbating in IKEA like we do.
Definitely.
Or cake.
No, exactly. Or cake.
Or cake.
Or cake. See, that's why you need Razor Rudder on there sometimes.
What, for the
Talk about
masturbating?
cake. It'd talk.
Oh, sorry.
It'd probably talk about that as well.
Yeah, it would surprise
It probably
me.
would.
Probably do it
Yeah,
live on the show.
masturbating, cake, barbecues, everything. They'd have it all going on, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, rotisserie in
burger.
the corner. Him and Alan Shearer getting jiggy with it.
He'd have his rotisserie. He'd just be taking chunks off as the pig comes round. He'd just put his face straight into it, wouldn't he?
Ripping it off.
Yeah, tearing it off. Oh, what a hero!
Legend. Don't know. Yeah, Grant's getting carried away. Don't know what you're on about, mate. We don't even know what we're on about. We just went off on a tangent. Then the beer's starting to kick in.
I don't know what you're on about. Hector Bellerin. What?
Who's Hector Bellerin?
Have we missed something, Grant?
Oh, I think I was talking about right backs.
Have we missed something, Grant?
My bad.
Oh, yeah?
My bad. Yeah, I said
Okay,
Gary,
I've missed
Gary
something
Neville,
there, yeah.
damn fine right back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Moving on.
So do we want to get into these goals now? Are we going to get to the X-rated part of the show where you have to put your kids to bed, ladies and gentlemen, because you're about to see some X-rated wazzers coming up on your screen?
Yeah.
I know I won't be taking my
Make
shirt
sure you're
off.
not wearing. Make sure you're not wearing clean pants.
Yeah, pants off on this one. Otherwise, they're going to get catapulted across the room.
Inside out.
Inside out, back to front.
Yep.
Everyone's dying
Any
goals.
which way.
Okay, so anyone that's joined, anyone that wasn't here for the beginning, just to run over what we're going to do, because this is the first time we're doing it. If you wasn't here on Monday, we run the draw for our 32 best goals of the Premier League era. Those were chosen by the 27 completed seasons of the Premier League, including FA Cup. There was 27 goals in total that were voted for by the BBC as a goal of the season. We then had 3 members who are regular in our chat who watch the Twitch stream. They picked their favourite. And both myself and Neil picked 2 others to go into the draw, so we had a draw of 32. So therefore we could roll a round of 16 where we would draw all the goals against each other in a roll of 16. So what we've done is we've now got 16 ties where we've faced off the goals, and now we're going to put it to you, the guys in the chat, the guys that are watching on both the Facebook and the Twitch. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can still vote. Pop it up in the chat. It is going to go through. How we're going to do this is we're going to show you a tie. So we're going to show you 2 goals. And you have to tell us which one you're voting for. You can simply put the name in the chat, or you could even say the first one or the second one. It's going to be as simple as that.
Or even the team, because none of the players in this round are of the same team. So
we're going to be obviously we'll talk you through this, because like I said, this is the first time we're doing it. We've got to see how it works ourselves. So
yeah,
we're going to go for
it.
it.
And if you are watching Don't panic that you trying to type while watching. Make a note, make a mental note, watch the videos.
Yep.
Be enthralled by the skill.
Enjoy the goals.
And then put your vote in after.
Yep. We'll give you plenty of time.
Do you want me to go through the four that we're... Do you want me to go through the 4 game or the 4 head-offs today?
Please do. Please, Neil, reveal to us the 4 face-offs, the 8 goals that we're about to see.
So today we will be seeing Papas Cisse versus Chelsea in a head-to-head with Maynard Figueroa for Wigan against Stoke. We will be watching Wayne Rooney
Remember the name
versus Man City against Robin van Persie for that was a Man United, wasn't it?
That was against Aston Villa.
For Man United against Villa.
That is one of the ties of the round.
We will be seeing Yusuf Safri versus Newcastle for Norwich against
Yellows.
again a Wayne Rooney.
Told you remember the name.
For Man United against Middlesbrough. And then finally we will be seeing Dietmar Hamann for Liverpool against Portsmouth. Head off against again Robin van Persie for Arsenal this time.
Which was
against
Grant's pick. Young Granty, which, do you know what, watching them goals, I'm sorry Grant, we could have an upset on the cards here, my friend. This is going to be a good one.
There is some belters.
Naughty goals.
So,
so
are we doing them in that order?
So we're going to go with Papas Cisse, Maynard Figueroa. And then you said Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Rooney versus Safri, and then Van Persie versus Dietmar Hamann. Yeah, let's go for that.
We've got plenty of time as well. Should we have a little debate in between each goal so people can sort of absorb it a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. I think we need to watch the goals.
Just running straight through.
I think we need to watch the goals and then talk over who we think is going to be the who we think should win. By all means, like I say, the people that are watching, we're not trying to influence you in any way. Please vote for which one you think's better. Don't take the words that we're saying. This vote is all about you. It's your vote. It's not. We have our favourites.
We only come into play on that if there's a draw.
Yeah, if it's a tie, then
yeah,
we'll go with a bit of a vote off between me and Neil, and maybe a compromise or two. So, maybe, who knows? We might have different opinions, but that's what this show's all about. So, are we ready? Are we nervous?
Yeah, I have got the tab in front of me to watch these as well.
Excellent, fantastic stuff. So, we're going to see our first tie. We're going to see the Papas Cisse goal and the Maynard Figueroa goal. So, first goal we are going to see is Papas Cisse. And we'll watch it a couple of times. He's hit that with some swaz. Cool. We'll watch it back, we'll watch it again, just so you all get a good view of it, if you didn't quite see it first time round. And we'll just wait for the replay. Okay, so that's your first goal. Now, is it better than this goal? Scored by Maynard Figueroa. This is what we're asking you. Which one of these goals is better? Which would you vote for? So, go back. Let's wait for the ball to be placed. One more time, just so you get a fair view. Okay. So that's what we're going with, guys. Either the first one, the Swazi volley that looped over the goalkeeper, or the goal from over the halfway line from Maynard Figueroa. We've got some votes coming in. And so far, it's pretty resounding. The decisions on this. Neil,
And I,
whilst
I've
we're
been
just waiting
kind,
for everyone else to get their votes in, what do you think about these 2 goals? Which one would you be going for?
I'd be going with the Figueroa one. 100% he meant for that to happen.
Okay.
He steps up, he sees the keeper off his line, and he hammers it. There's no way that he's overhit a pass. The way he strikes that ball, he's hitting that at the goal. He's not overhit a pass or anything like that. The Papa Cisse one is almost like a kid having a sulk. He's just hammered a ball as hard as he can in hope.
You don't think he's meant it?
It's not the way it's gone.
No.
That's ridiculous.
You don't think he's seen something there and he's thought, I'm having a go from this. This is set up just right.
If he's meant that, that's the 1 in 1,000 that he's going to catch it like that for it to go where it goes.
Mm.
He's never doing that again.
No.
I genuinely, I do not think. Yes, he probably meant to get the shot off. I don't think he ever meant for it to go where it did.
No.
I think there's a lot more. It's more Figueroa's is more deliberate.
Yeah.
He's looked at it. The ball's been put down. People are still backing away. He's looked at the situation and he's taken advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, just to take a bit of analysis on this, I'm going full on Gary Neville here. I'll take a bit of analysis on it and just show you a clip or two. Now, if you watch Papa Cisse here, when he hits the ball, he's not even running away celebrating. Watch him just here, look. Just take it back.
No, because he doesn't expect it.
No.
He's watching the ball and then he celebrates once it's gone in.
Yeah.
He's not hit that thinking that's going in.
Just
and if you hit a shot well and clean, you know.
Yeah, you know, as soon as it's left your foot. Whereas in stark contrast, and once again, we're just going to watch the beginning of this.
Figueroa's already running, isn't he?
If you watch this here, so here's the free kick. Figueroa is just here. I haven't got the special pen for the Gary Neville thing. But if you just watch him, and you can see he's looking. He's looking. I've got him here.
And then bang.
He's meant it.
First time. Yeah.
Look at him. See, look here. He's got his head up. He's looking. Ball stopped. All day long.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Both goals against very good goalkeepers.
Yeah, in Begovic and Czech. Yeah.
So you can't.
2 outstanding goalkeepers. You can't. Yeah, you can't.
That's not Begovic. That's
not.
That's not Begovic, is it? It's Thomas Sorensen. I think.
Is it? Oh yeah, it would be that far, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah.
And equally,
Sorensen.
I think that's possibly.
Yeah.
Scott Sinclair's claiming an assist out of that as well.
It's the most he done in the Premier League.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'm not even sure that's Scott Sinclair, but I know he's claiming an assist.
I'm sorry, Troy. I had to do the impression. If you're going to do analysis, I had to get full on Gary Neville. Sorry about that. I didn't hold my nose that time though. Sorry about that. Okay, guys. Back to the subject. Has no one voted yet? Are people still waiting? Please get your votes in. Like I say, guys on Facebook, guys on Twitch, people that are watching this, get your votes in. Get your votes in now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 votes for Figueroa.
Cool.
And none thus far for Cisse's banger. We're going to give you. Another minute.
Right.
We'll give you another minute to get your votes in, guys. I'm just gonna get a little reminder out to some of the guys. If you haven't got on here, thanks for voting already, guys. Say it's gone pretty smoothly so far. I've been pretty chuffed with this. I'm not gonna lie. There's only been one bad impression come out, so I'm pretty chuffed. Pretty glad with that.
Don't think there's any doubt in this, is there?
No, I can't see there being 5 sudden votes for Papa Cisse.
No. I mean, Newcastle haven't won anything for years. They can't even win a round of goal of the season. Or
Well,
goal of the Premier League era.
Exactly. They won around a goal a season, but that's it.
They did, yeah. He did win that.
Okay.
Again, how?
How? Exactly. How? Okay. Are we happy? Is there any last objections before we move on to our second round? Our second face-off? Seems pretty quiet. I'm going to take that as a good thing. People have stopped.
Let's move on.
Yeah, the frog has piped down. All is good. So the Papi Cisse goal goes out the window, and we'll be keeping the Maynor Figueroa goal. Maynor Figueroa is the first name to go into the round. The next round.
Into
So
the
obviously, once we've done the next 4 shows, after the 4 shows, we should have our what will it be? It's not quarter-final stage. It'll be quarter-final stage, won't it?
It will be quarters.
We'll have our quarter-final lineup, and then we will go with another draw. We'll have another draw to determine our quarter-finals, and then obviously once they're done, semis, and then a final. Okay. So we go on to the next one, which is a tie of the round, I think. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, 2
There's
absolute stonkers.
So many, and I mean, for different reasons as well. I mean, both of these have importances. One for the magnitude of the fixture, and the other one for the magnitude of the season. So it's fair to say that in some of these goals we're going to see, that they both have magnitudes. You know, some are kind of a bit more important because of what they meant for the league. Some are a bit more important because it meant for the fixture. But this one, I think they're both on a level par. They both mean just as much. So I'll quit yabbering, and we'll see the first goal. Once again, we'll play it over a couple of times. Thankfully, the first one, we've got a couple of angles of it, and then we'll move on to the second one.
It's just an absolute peach.
Just incredible.
I think there's a big element in there as well. Everyone was surprised at Nani crossing the ball so early.
Yeah. That angle.
There's not a step over or anything, is there?
No. Part of the reason why you do it, I think, isn't it?
It's an absolute ping as well. Yeah. But I think I watched this a few times, and I was always in a little bit of, did he really catch it? Because it then became, is it on Sky Sports or on BT Sport? They have it highlighted, and they draw, and it goes into the cartoon graphic.
Yeah.
When they do one of their shows.
Yeah, it was BT Sport.
And it doesn't look very... Yeah, BT. It doesn't look a very good goal on there. It looks like it comes off his shin, but the more you watch it...
It's right off the laces.
It is an absolute peach. Absolute peach.
Okay.
And worryingly, it's not the best overhead kick in this round, in the whole thing.
No. No.
But it is an absolute banger. He's going the wrong way. He's readjusted his body. Yeah. That was a great goal. Absolute great goal. So, are we on now? Oh, so we're now on the Van Persie.
So we're now, watching the second goal. So these are the two. These are the ones that are facing off against each other, and it's such a shame to lose one of them.
Yeah.
If you just see it from behind Van Persie, just watch how the ball moves. God.
The swerve. Just unreal.
Okay, guys, you have the unenviable task of deciding which of those 2 goals you want to go through to the next round. Either the Wayne Rooney overhead kick against Manchester City, which won the derby, or Robin Van Persie's arguably title-winning goal against Aston Villa. Neil, 2 really technical goals. Which one, in your opinion, is the more difficult goal to score?
Ooh. Probably the Rooney one. Just because he's got less time to adjust his body.
Mm.
I think the Van Persie one, he's making the run. We can't discredit the pass.
No, not at all.
It's an absolutely brilliant ball into his run, so he doesn't have to change his stride or anything like that. He can catch it on that volley perfectly without changing his run or anything like that. But there's a little bit of build-up play for the Rooney one, and it's the readjustment of his body.
Yeah, to adjust himself to the cross.
Across. Yeah, and to catch it where he does. I mean, Joe Hart has not got a chance.
No.
And that's very unusual. To hit an overhead kick.
I was going to say, he was in his prime at that time as well. Joe Hart.
Yeah. And to hit an overhead kick from that far out, at that angle, with that much power into the top corner, yeah. I think they are both 100% meant this time.
Once again, yeah.
Yeah.
As you say, just to take a bit of analysis once again, just so we can look at this goal in a bit more depth. If you watch Nani's cross, it sort of takes a little flick off of Zabaleta. Is that Zabaleta, I think, there at left back?
I thought it did take...
It does take an ever so slight little nick off him. And that's where, if you watch the ball, it sits up.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back...
Which makes it even harder. I watched it on here a couple of times.
If we watch Rooney's run, he's ready to... You see how he makes that dart in, and then he has to go back out again. Against Vincent Kompany, one of the best centre-backs in the league.
Yeah. He's going in for a header, isn't he? And the header don't come.
He's looking to slide that in, I think. And I don't think he's not looking for that goal whatsoever. That's improvisation. He's had to make that snap decision at that time to readjust himself and get up that high in the air. Okay, so to have a quick look at the Van Persie goal. Now, for me, this is harder, technically. In my opinion, this is a harder technical goal to score. If you watch, just as it comes onto his foot, that ball there, I'm telling you now, this, for anyone that does play football, you want to try doing this, because this is just, it's one of the hardest things you can do. A ball coming over your shoulder and to hit it on the volley, whilst it's coming over your eye line and watching it and guiding it onto your foot, on your strongest foot. And it doesn't lash it, and that has to be one of the things that is so easy to do. When you're volleying a ball, you just want to bang it. You want to hit it as hard as you can. In this here, he's not hitting it as hard as he can. If you just watch it at full speed,
the pace is all in the ball forward already, isn't it? He's re-guided it.
It's a pure connection, and that's what for me makes it a more technical goal. With the Rooney's one, it's brilliant improvisation and thinking in the moment. It's one of those goals where I think for Wayne Rooney, if you was to ask him about it, he'd say, "Well, I probably didn't think of anything at that time," because it'd be a blur. It's one of them goals you score it and you've not your body's just acted. You've not thought about it. Whereas in the Van Persie one, he's had the whole time to watch that ball coming down, and then apply the technique which he does time and time again in training. Which, once again, it's although they look like two fantastic volley goals, I think they're very, very different when you really kind of look at them.
I think from my point of view, you can practice the Van Persie one. I mean, you can try and practice the Rooney one, but it's not impossible to practice that on a regular basis. You'd never go to training and have Alex Ferguson turn around and say, "Well, today, guys, we're going to practice our overhead kicks from Nani crosses that are going to take a nick off of a player." Yeah. Whereas the Van Persie one, it's going to be, we're going to practice where you don't panic, you let the ball come across your body and you catch it on the volley. Yeah. That's the only thing you know that Van Persie's done that in training multiple times. Rooney probably hasn't.
No, I was going to say that, and that's where it comes down to, as you say, the improvisation and the I don't know, just being able to feel the game. And like I say, I'm sure guys that have played football, is you have times on a football pitch where you just do things out of instinct and you just act, and and I can't describe it, but your brain just turns off for 10 seconds because you just act and you don't know why and what. It's a bizarre feeling. It's like an out of body experience, but you get incredible things happen, like overhead goals, and it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Just looking at the chat, we've had one late
one late vote
shout
for the
for
Papas
Cisse
Cisse
goal.
Yeah. So okay, well
that's only one. Though.
Yeah, that stopped it being a whitewash. Thank you, Shadow Play. I'm sorry, we've moved on to the next phase, mate. Pete, welcome to the chat. We're voting on the Wayne Rooney overhead kick versus the Van Persie volley against Aston Villa. Yeah, and I'd go with you on that one, Pete. To be fair, but unfortunately, it didn't make our list. So sorry, Shadow Play. Pete, can you please get your votes in on those 2 goals? Let us know if you want to see them again, but we need your votes so we can shore this up, because it's tight at the minute. It's 3-2 in Rooney's favour. Once again, guys on Facebook, anyone on the Facebook, please get your votes in. Shadow Play's gone Rooney. And Matt, yep, sure, we can do that for you, Matt.
Grant tried to get Giroud's back heel goal in against Palace, but we wouldn't allow it because you'd already chose a goal to go in, Grant. You can't be greedy, son.
So, Matt, these are the 2 goals we're voting on. It's either Wayne Rooney's overhead versus... Take it back to the beginning. This goal from Robin Van Persie. Those are your 2 goals, guys. If you haven't voted already, please get your votes in now. Brilliant. Pete's gone with Van Persie, so it's now 4-3 in Rooney's favour.
So that's down to Matt's choice, is it? Rooney all day long. Okay.
Okay. Anyone watching that hasn't got their vote in yet, quick, get it in now. Otherwise, it's last calls at the bar, guys. Any more votes? We have Wayne Rooney 5-3 up.
You have until I get the next goal up on my tab to put your vote in.
Bergkamp, he's got 2 goals in our competition. Unfortunately, there's none tonight, Pete. They'll be coming in later shows, buddy. We're doing 4. We're doing blocks of 4. So sorry, guys that have joined recently. We've had a couple of people just join. We're doing 4 face-offs tonight. 8 goals. We've gone through 2 already. We've had Papas Cisse versus Maynor Figueroa. Maynor Figueroa run out at the time a resounding 5-0 winner, which has now been made a 5-1 winner. 5-1 winner. Incredibly. I honestly thought that Cisse, looking at that one, I thought Cisse would win it. But I think that upon looking at it a bit more, and obviously what you guys have said, I think we've made the correct call on that one. This is the second one of tonight. This is our second 2 goals.
Just going back to what Pete said as well, the Bergkamp one is in arguably the tie of this round, isn't it? A Letizia Bank against Blackburn versus Bergkamp against Newcastle.
Yeah, that's going to be, once again, another X-rated show, guys. Not at all, Pete. Don't apologise for turning up late.
That could make me cry. I could have tears. I could have tears. I'd be weeping from an eye somewhere.
Ooh, boys and girls, stop Neil getting excited. We need to get him a chastity belt. Okay, going once, going twice, done. The next goal going into...
we are done, yep. Next goal is up.
The round is Wayne Rooney's goal against Man City, the iconic overhead kick. What was Figueroa's goal? It was a ping from the halfway line. He lobbed...
a free kick.
Yeah, Thomas Sorensen from the halfway line. It's a shame to see that Van Persie goal go, I have to say.
Yeah.
But...
If you... Pete, if you literally type in Figueroa, it's the only, or you don't even do that, type Figaro. And it just type Figaro and it comes up Figueroa's goal versus Stoke. So,
okay,
cool.
We're at the halfway stage. Round. We're at the halfway stage of this. So, guys, if you've joined, welcome. Your votes are super crucial. We've just seen in that last round how important it is that people vote, and this one I think is going to be another one.
I think this
Oh,
one. I think this one could be interesting.
I've
Is
got a
Coop
clear
still
winner on
on?
this one. I've got a clear winner. I'll be gutted if.
So have I.
Have you? Okay. So let's see the
Oh
goals
yeah,
then.
definitely.
So, first up, hopefully Coop's in here because this is Coop's pick. Yusuf Safri's goal against Newcastle.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry guys, that's my elastic flying across the room.
Oh, against little Shea Given.
Oh Jesus! Oh no! Lordy, lordy!
Oh no.
Goal. As Rixie would say, he hit it with some swaz.
He hit it. He definitely hit it with some swaz, didn't he?
He hit it with some swaz, and it produced something else ending with Z. Okay, it goes up
It does
against
make you wonder.
this goal. Another Wayne Rooney goal.
That is a banger.
It is a banger. This angle again, look. Similar to the Van Persie goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Similar in the technique and in the way that it's struck. Let's take it. Let me take it back again. Just see it again. And then we'll go back to the Safri goal as well. We'll replay these a little bit. Yeah, Neil, what are we saying on these two goals then? I mean, you was getting rather excited when we were showing the Safri goal there, to be fair.
Mate, it's an absolute banger. And it's, again, I think the Rooney goal is an absolute peach. Little flick on.
Would you say it's fair to say it's got a little bit more technique? It's more of a techniquey goal, isn't it, than the Safri goal, you know? I mean, what would you be saying if you had a player in midfield pick the ball up, you know, from that kind of area where Safri is? What would you be saying? You know, if he lined up to shoot, would you be going, "What the fuck are you playing at?"
Yeah, but I've learnt to delay that a little bit until I see where it ends up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would question it. I mean, Safri was not a goal scorer. But then again, that was Graham Souness, and he wasn't much of a manager. So, I think it goes back to the like Matt's put on there. It's like the Van Persie one. It's something that would be practiced in training. They'd do that on a regular basis. Yeah. Safri barely ever scored a goal.
No, I was going to say, yeah.
For that to then come out, it's an absolute ping. And do you know what? I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're guys.
Rooney's is Rooney's is a great goal, but
that Safri goal
is an absolute banner.
It's just one of those. It's a diamond. It's a diamond of a goal. As I say, you know, never pop. It's a bit like the Figueroa goal. Just never pops up with a goal, which just shows that, you know, at times you can come out with one of these just absolutely super duper special goals out of nowhere. It's fantastic. Okay.
And again, it's against a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
In his prime at the time.
One of the best goalkeepers in the league.
Yeah.
Well, you know, in Premier League history, if we were to do one in that's a debate for another day, definitely.
Yes.
Maybe in my top 3, I think.
Would
Okay,
it?
so we have
interesting.
Safri. It's all Safri so far.
Safri then. Safri.
Never know. I mean, we might get 8 people join and all vote Rooney.
You know, probably not. Is Coop still on? Coop's not voting.
Coop's not here to vote for his own goal. Someone get hold of Coop. Okay, I'm going to drop a message. God damn it, Coop.
I was just doing the same.
Okay, I'll let you do it then. I've just messaged Rixie.
Yeah.
Rixie, where are you? Matt, good to have you here. I'm glad you're on here. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Pete. I hope it wasn't too painful seeing it go in against your beloved Newcastle. Or the Borough one. Sorry, you're a Borough fan. Fucking sorry, mate.
Yeah, Borough fan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's a bad
We'll
tie
be
for the
upset with you
Geordies,
now,
isn't it?
mate.
It's a bad tie for the Geordies, this one.
Those Northerners.
Sorry, Pete. My bad. Have we got all the votes in? Is there anyone on here who hasn't voted? Anyone just joined in late? He was on earlier. Okay. Yeah, I saw Coop popped up earlier. But Rixie hasn't been on, has he, Grant?
Coop did come on earlier.
Yeah, Coop piped up, didn't he? Damn it. Where is he?
Low attention span, isn't he? He's already gone.
Don't blame him.
He can only cope with 20 minutes.
Bless him. I'm sorry, Pete. I'm really sorry. Didn't mean to upset you.
Wow.
Guys, is there anyone watching on Facebook? The Facebook's on silent. Is anyone watching on Facebook? Please just put a message somewhere on the thing, please. Just so I know it's coming through, because I don't want us missing out on votes here. Like I say, there might be 50 people on Facebook voting for Wayne Rooney. I don't want that to happen. Thank you, Grant.
So we're on Facebook Live.
We are on Facebook Live.
Let me have a little look and see if I can get it on there.
Yeah, I'm just checking now. I can see we've got... Scott commented earlier. Ping your comments on there, guys, if you are watching and you want to get involved. Not that it's going to matter much, because it looks like it's a runaway win for Safri, as it stands.
Yeah. No other comments on Facebook. It's literally just Scott. I could see on there earlier. Nothing else.
So do we want to roll in with the Safri goal? We're not going to get.
We are rolling with the Safri goal.
Rooney, are we?
We are not. No. We will take the Safri goal and we will move forward.
So far, the most resounding one yet. Yusuf Safri. It goes into the pile for the next round.
And fully justified.
Fully justified. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. Thank you, Claire. That's working fine. Hey, Coop.
Oh,
good lad.
Cool. Keeps on. Oh, there we go.
He just joined. Okay, so this is the goal that's gone through to the next round then. Just because he's here.
Just for Coop.
Yes, lad. No, Claire. It doesn't count for double.
Well, if she's voting for Safri, then it kind of doesn't matter.
Let's ask the frog. What's the frog say? It looks like a no. Sorry.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yep.
I recommend Kermit.
Yep. I recommend Kermit. He's a classy mofo.
It's a classy. Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong.
Frog talks sense. Yeah. This frog is a welcome addition.
Frog knows, man. Frog knows.
Frog knows.
Frog knows. Is he our Paul the Squid or Paul the Octopus, isn't he?
Yeah.
The frog.
Yeah.
Football frog.
I don't think we've got a name for frog. Anyone want to vote on the name for the frog?
Freddo, surely.
No. Nah, that's giving him way too much credit.
We're not doing a show. Yeah, we're not doing a show just to vote for the name of the frog.
No, definitely not. Okay. Coop, glad you could join us. We've got our final tie, our final one coming up.
Even better than you remember. It is an absolute beast of a goal, Coop.
Dickhead the frog, I like it. Sure, you could call him Zlatan the frog
just
then.
He was nasty to George. Yeah.
There we go, Zlatan the frog.
Zlatan the frog. Ibra frog.
Oh, Frogovich. Okay.
Right. Let's move on. So next, it could be the end of Robin van Persie's dream to win the down the local
FC
goal. Down the local FC goal of the Premier League era. It could be the end of the road for Van Persie.
It could be.
Next up, we have Billy Harman for Liverpool against Portsmouth. against Robin van Persie for Arsenal against Charlton.
I forgot what a goal this is. It's such a goal.
Yep, me too. Me too.
Young Michael Owen.
When we talk about the technique and everything else.
God, what a hit.
Running onto it, mid-air. Keeper doesn't even move.
It's difficult height as well.
And I mean, that deserves... That, yeah, and it deserves additional credit because Harry Kewell's actually playing. It's bent around as well. You see it bend around. So's Owen. Look at that before he was dropped.
That's what I mean.
It's bent wide and it swings inside that part. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, move on.
Yeah, quickly.
Woo.
Neil's getting a bit excited, boys and girls. It goes up against this goal. That's a hit.
It is a ping, isn't it? But is it enough of a ping to get your votes?
Okay, two phenomenal volleys. Two phenomenal volleys on this one.
I love it, Grant. Poor defending.
We're going to come on to that in a minute, Grant.
I think maybe a little bit biasness as well.
Okay, guys, those are your goals. Okay, those are the two that you are voting on. Troy, did you just copy and paste that? You are voting on either Dietmar Haarman's goal.
Do you know what? They're two very similar goals.
That's what I mean. Two just cracking volleys.
The way they're...
I mean, to look at... Let's have another look at the Haarman goal. Let's have another look. I'll try and avoid...
So the Van Persie one, he's had to get to that before the defender, and the way he's hit the ball is dictated by the defender in front of him.
Mm. So we're just waiting until it sees we see the view from behind the goal. So I think this is... So
this is the angle.
Let's just go back to... So this is Haarman here. So the corner's coming from the far side. It's coming, and Haarman's just lurking in here. He's looking for anything that's going to drop. He's not gone in for the corner, by the looks of it. So let's watch it. Now there, look at that. So he's had to adjust himself to get a nice clean contact on that volley. Onto his right foot. It's set up at a bit of an awkward height, I think. It's not a natural volume position, and you can see his right foot's had to come across his left foot almost to get a really good strong connection on it. And just watch how the ball moves.
It's wide and it swings in there.
Look at it.
And I don't think there's really anything wrong with the defending in that.
I don't think so. As you say, I mean, we go back to where Haarman is.
Quickly.
Yeah, you know, he's in a.
You wouldn't be picking him up at the.
No. He's not unmarked
or
on
he
the
would
edge.
have been. He would have had. No, he would have had someone on the edge watching him. But when that ball goes into the box, the natural thing is for the defenders to pull back.
As you say, he wasn't being picked up initially, anyways. I mean, you got Sami Hyypiä, one of the best headers of the ball in the Premier League in here. You're going to look at marking him. You're going to want to do what this lad's doing. They've obviously got a cover on the front post. They've got a front post marker here, back post marker. This is where it's gone into, is this zone here. When you look at it, actually, it's been really well defended against Port. Pompey have done really well, I think. They've dealt with it here. They've got rid of it. Just a bit lackluster, really, and making sure it's gone out of play. But you can see he's marshalling it.
Yeah.
It's just...
I was going to say, the only time you could see that it was poor defending is when the two of them go into each other and they look a bit dissolute, bit sort of lost of where the ball's gone.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the way he comes across it,
So it's fantastic. Okay, so in contrast, to look a bit more at the Van Persie goal, and I do love this goal. And the more I look at it, the more I love it. And
We'll
just talk why. I mean, this is a fantastic run from. I assume it's Lorraine, but we'll just watch the cross just coming in here. So Van Persie's just here. You got the right back here. Now just watch Van Persie as he makes a run into here. Just watch him running. And we'll see it better from the other angle. And what makes this so impressive is a bit like the Wayne Rooney overhead, is he's had to adjust himself to get the contact on the ball. Because once again, it's at a funny height, this ball. It's not at your typical volley height.
He knows if he doesn't make contact with the ball, then the defender's cleared it.
So this is the one here. Okay, so we're seeing Van Persie coming in here. Now watch, he absolutely busts a gut to get onto the end of this ball.
Yeah.
Sprinting. And as we just see, just about here, he then starts to position himself to get the contact on the ball, which when you're sprinting at full speed is tough. Watching a ball come through the air and guiding it onto your foot is another thing. When you're sprinting at full pace and then you have to try and get that good connection is so much more difficult. So that's the one thing about that goal that I think gets overlooked a little bit, is how hard he's worked to get that connection onto the ball and send it into the back of the net. So that's what.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, he's blindsided the defender. The defender doesn't see him until the last minute. And if you watch the Charlton defender, he almost pulls out a little bit because he knows that if he makes any contact, he's not expecting Van Persie to hit that first time.
No, he's not.
But he knows if he makes any contact with Van Persie, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
Because Van Persie's got the run on him and he's realised he's just in the air, and you see the defender's leg go up, and as Van Persie goes to kick it, he starts to pull his leg away, which just gives Van Persie enough of an angle to get the connection on it to hit the volley. And he's blindsided, and the defender's never expecting him to hit that first time. He's expecting him to toe poke it through. Yeah, look how low his foot is by the time Van Persie's made connection.
The ball's left.
It's already on the floor, pretty much.
What did you say? It's just
He's not thinking Van Persie's scoring that. He's concerned about giving away a penalty at that point.
As you say, as a defender, you're just thinking, just get something on it. Just put the striker off. If I just put my foot up in the air, he ain't going to hit that ball. He don't want to break his foot by kicking my foot. If I just dangle it and just put him off. And most strikers probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't hit the ball from there. But Van Persie, obviously with the quality he's got, just guides it onto his foot and strikes it into the back of the net. So.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting heated in the chat. It's getting heated. This is lining up nicely. Okay.
This is what we want. This is what we've been dreaming of.
So we've got 1, 2 goals, 2 votes. Sorry. 3. We've got 3 votes for Harman and 2 for Van Persie, by my count. I have Matt and Grant
Just
both
keep
down.
off again.
Sorry?
Keeps come on to vote for Safri and gone. Keeps come on to vote for Safri and gone again.
Bastard. Little sneak. Little sneak.
To be fair, he would have voted for Van Persie, so probably not a bad thing.
Matt, what you been drinking? You can train a Harman goal, you can't train RVP. I don't think you can train either of them, mate, frankly. I think they're both, as I say, just absolute worldy goals. Absolute spur of the moment, just taking what comes your way. Yeah, 3-2 to Harman at the minute. Yeah, we're waiting for people to vote.
Yeah,
so guys, people watching, if you can get your vote in, get your vote in.
But yeah, I don't think you can't train the RVP one. It's not something that you would train for.
No, when you look at where it hits,
it's back to that Rooney. Yeah.
I mean, it's like almost halfway up his shin where he strikes it. It's just getting a connection.
But equally, Harman, Liverpool wouldn't train. Harman wouldn't be doing things like that in training on they'll do volley sessions and things like that, but it's not going to be
This is
on a
defensive
regular.
midfielder,
The
isn't he?
situation where he's stepped into it. Exactly. You know, he's more likely to score with a tackle normally.
Yeah. Oh, we've got 4-2 Hyman.
Whoa.
Ugh. I didn't see this coming. I'm not going to lie. I honestly thought Van Persie would walk this.
Didn't you? Did you think the RVP would win?
I thought he would.
Oh, I didn't know. No, I like the Diddy one.
I know we usually get quite a lot of Arsenal fans in our chat. Where's Pete gone? Have I upset him that bad? Pete, I'm sorry, man.
He came on because
I'm sorry.
Pete only came in for the because he knew Middlesbrough were involved. He didn't realise they were conceding.
He came in, saw them get absolute roasting, and bless him, he's had to go. I'm sorry, Pete. I mean, we can watch a compilation of Tunchai's greatest goals or something after this. That would cheer you up.
Oh yeah, we could watch Alfonso. Oh no.
Who?
No, he didn't really do. He did Alfonso Alves. He didn't really do any. Who else? Yeah, Massimo Macaroni. No, he wasn't great.
Stuart Downing's greatest moments in the Middlesbrough shirt.
Yes.
We could watch that. Oh, hang on. There's
Ravel
nothing
Morrison's
on YouTube.
He was on loan there last year, wasn't he?
Come on, people. Come on. We've got it 4-2 in Harman's favour. Are we drawing the line here?
We have 7 viewers and we have 6 votes.
Facebook Live. Damn, where's it? Yeah, George. I mean,
I love it. So, Grant, are you biased then? Are you just saying
you're only here to vote for the Arsenal goals?
Because you're an Arsenal fan, you've got to vote for the Arsenal goal.
Grant.
Interesting.
Just have to whittle out all the Arsenal goals. I joke. That's how Jack Wilshere won that one against West Brom, didn't he?
Yeah, I fudged it, didn't he? I personally, I think the Hammond goal is a better goal.
Yeah, I
may as well end it.
Sorry, Grant.
Not literally, mate.
Yeah, don't do anything stupid, Grant. Don't do anything stupid. Nah, we got votes of everyone, Matt. Everyone. We have everyone. No votes on there. Okay.
I don't think we have got any Liverpool fans. Oh no, Troy's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, Troy's a Liverpool
fan. That's about it, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
But that's it.
So, okay. So that's it.
Good work.
Dietmar Hamann.
Who's Karen voting for?
Hamann.
Good choice.
Once again, sorry, Arsenal fans.
But RVP's dream of getting this certificate and mini trophy is gone.
Which is a shame. I'd like to have given it to him. I think he's a nice guy.
It's a bonus. Yeah, but he's back over in Holland, so we'd have to pay for like airmail now, wouldn't we? So
he spent most of his career in England. He's probably still in England.
No, he ain't. He's over there and he's living it up in Feyenoord somewhere.
Is he? No, bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought
paying airfare.
Yeah, but he does like work for BT Sport, or he was. Maybe he was here. I'm sorry, Grant.
So we can't
add a Giroud goal because that means we'd have an uneven number. You silly old Hector.
Yeah. You should have picked Giroud's goal instead of Van Persie's.
Put it against Papis. Papis is already out.
Papis is already out. He's already out and he's lost. Hang on a minute. Figueroa.
Grant, didn't you say you scored a worldie in 5-a-side? Should we add that?
Oh, I love that an Arsenal fan genuinely picked what he thought was the best goal and wasn't biased.
Fair play.
That's what I love about this.
This is what it's all about.
No biasness.
Yep.
Picked what he thought was the best goal.
Yep. Respect that.
And as he said, he may have been a little bit biased because he said Van Persie broke his heart. I don't know whether that was a one-night stand or how it worked out, but yeah.
I ain't going to say nothing bad about George. He's already got me enough shit.
I'll happily have Ibrahimovic put on my shirt then.
You can have it.
I mean, no, I wouldn't. That would make me very upset. So,
Okay, so
through to the quarterfinals.
through. Yeah,
We have-
incredibly.
Manuel Figueroa. We have a Wazaruni.
Remember the name, Wayne Rooney.
We have Yusuf Safri. Don't remember the name. You'll only ever hear it on this show going forward.
Who?
Exactly. You who?
Zoinks.
And we have Didi Haman.
Wow, incredible.
Our first group through. Shall we go through who will be on Monday, or shall we get people to tune in and then tell them?
I don't know. Do we want to leave people hanging?
Oh,
A juicy dangler? Do we want to make
Oh.
a juicy dangler?
I made many a juicy dangler.
I say, let's go for it. Let's pick the 4.
You want me to say?
Let's go for it.
So,
Let's do this.
the four
Le 4.
that you will
Le
be
quatre.
seeing and voting for. So, obviously, guys, you get the chance to have a little look at these. Don't vote prior, but you have
Yep.
a chance to have a little look at these in a bit more detail, come up with a completely unbiased opinion.
No Grant.
Although that's going to fail massively on the first one. But you can have a few of these over the weekend and then come back on Monday and give us your votes.
Bit of homework for
So-
you guys.
Indeed. Because we do our homework for this. So
We do a
you
lot
guys
of
can
homework. Neil,
add
hey, I mean, I don't
a
think these
little
guys appreciate how much work we put into this.
No.
I mean, we put in all
Oh,
this work.
hello.
We spend loads of
Mum
time sorting stuff
Mum
out.
says leave us hanging.
No. I want to
I'm
know.
never coming back. Oh, you will. Oh, in that case, we'll definitely tell you, Grant, because you will come back.
You will come back. We need you, Grant.
You will.
We
You will
need
definitely come back on Monday.
Especially if I'm wearing a
because then Grant
freaking
will,
Zlatan shirt.
Grant will definitely be back on Monday when he hears the goals. So on Monday, we have
Yes.
Thierry Henry for
Oh.
Arsenal against Spurs
Oh.
versus, and this one was scored before most of you boys were probably born, Dalian Atkinson for Aston Villa against
Who?
Wimbledon. Exactly. But what a goal. We
Troy,
then
that's
have-
cold. That is cold.
He's not coming back now, is he?
That is cold. Anyway, sorry, Neil.
We have then your personal favourite,
Ooh.
Trevor Sinclair
Oh,
for
yes.
QPR versus Barnsley against Jamie Vardy for Leicester
Oh.
against West Brom.
No contest, boys and girls. No contest. I'll take your votes now.
And then we also have probably one of your favourites.
Ooh.
Oh, it's going to be a banger on Monday.
Is it?
Cantona, Eric Cantona for Man United against Sunderland. Against
excited already.
Wayne Rooney
Remember the name?
for Manchester United against Bolton.
God.
And then we
can't wait to
have what I would say is the head-to-head of this round.
No, we haven't.
Matt Letizia for Southampton versus Blackburn. Guys, check it out if you've not seen it. Oh dear God.
Oh,
But-
man.
It's against Dennis Bergkamp for Arsenal versus Newcastle.
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to be able to sleep all weekend now. That's a hell of a... Oh, can't wait.
That's
What a show.
That is,
That'd be insane.
if anyone is working from home or furloughed and not knowing what to do with themselves, I'll tell you what, you've got something to look forward to on a Monday.
Honestly, my drum stream, I'm not going to be able to play drums on Monday. I'm going to have like a fishing pole getting in the way while I'm trying to play. Jesus Christ, I'm so excited.
You say you'll be on three stick.
Yeah, 3-stick. Damn.
I'm only coming back to watch Henry smash you. Yeah, what about Bergkamp's
Yeah.
goal against up in Troy? Have you seen Letizier's versus Blackburn?
Yeah, have you seen it, mate?
Bergkamp's goal is fantastic. If you've seen it,
Whoa.
then
the
fair
fuck
enough.
are you?
want to become friends. I say Fieva, I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd love to become famous. Just give us some money.
And 1972
Cash, no
Shadow.
checks.
Yeah, of course. Well up for
Fuck
being
up,
famous.
you pair of cunts.
Thanks for joining the stream, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Losers.
kindly fuck off. Let's ask the frog. Shall we tell these pair to fuck up? I wouldn't recommend it. What? What's wrong with you, frog? You're definitely Zlatan.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to recommend anything. He just like Kermit. Him and
Zlatan,
Kermit got
mate.
something going on, ain't they?
You heard it here, guys. A DTL exclusive. Zlatan and Kermit. Like that.
Yeah. So as we were saying, guys, everyone
Awesome.
who has, everyone who's on the chat, I would imagine would have seen the Bergkamp goal, would have seen the Henry goal, would have seen the Vardy goal, but the other ones are a lot older. So check them out as well, guys. The Daly and Atkinson versus Wimbledon, Trevor Sinclair versus Barnsley,
Oh, what a goal.
Matt Letizia versus Blackburn.
Just some
And obviously everyone's seen
insane
Cantona.
goals. Yeah, everyone's seen
Yeah.
it. And the celebration.
Great times. What a way
Guys.
to finish the show.
Jeez, that is insane. I can't wait for Monday. Those goals will be so good. Man, this has gone really good. I'm really happy with how this vote's gone. Thank you so much, guys, for getting your votes in, getting them in nice and quick, nice and early, and joining in on the show. I say at the end of the day, this is about you guys. Like you are picking this goal for us. So thank you so much. Thank you for getting your votes in. It makes such a difference to say for me and Neil. I mean, we could sit here and decide these ones ourselves, but that's not what it's about. It's about including other people, and obviously at this time that we're in, the whole reason this show started was so we could all come together and talk about football and talk over the best things about football. So to do something like this,
And
it
the
gets us all
worst.
together. And the worst,
Yeah, and the West.
like my Gary Neville impression.
Marcelino. I mean, let's not even go there again.
No. Yeah, what does he say? No comment. Not going to get involved in that one. Okay, so before we end the show and we wrap this up, just to let you guys know, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime. There's a little button around about here on the screen somewhere. If you want to subscribe, you can do so for free by linking your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime. You get one free subscription every month, and it helps